Hi everyone, we've been sourcing again and we've got some bits and bobs to show you that we're quite excited about. A lot of this is from charity shops today, which we went round for in an hour, but there's a few bits from a little trip out at the weekend where we didn't do too great, and on that same morning we went to a car boot sale, our first one for a very long time, but we're going to show you everything that we got. We're glad we went to the car boot though, aren't we?
Yeah, Faye was saying she had an itch that she needed to scratch. We don't really do car boot sales. We used to do them a lot. We had one very close to us, but it doesn't operate at the moment.
Scratch that itch. I'm glad we went. It wasn't fruitful.
So we've been walking around for 10 or 15 minutes and hadn't really found anything that interested us. And I was just sort of saying that I'm not really going to bother doing car boot sales anymore. There was like a moment of like where the clouds parted and the angels were singing as we approached the stall, and I looked down and would you believe what we found? Yes, it's the Ashes 2005, the greatest series DVD, brand new and sealed. Now if you've been around the block a little bit and watched a few YouTube resellers, you'll know that that is a laughing stock. However, it's never been a laughing stock for us, and we laugh at the laughing stock. Because if you can sell DVDs new on Amazon, this is a very profitable item. We've sold probably 100 copies of this at anywhere between 15 and 20 pounds. Currently on Amazon, it's £13.95 FBA.
Did we pay 50p or a pound?
We paid, couldn't believe it, 50p. And you know, sometimes when you ask someone at a car boot sale how much a sealed DVD is, and they're like, oh, it's £7. That's really what I expected, and he said 50p. So we were off the mark with the Ashes, and yeah, there you go.
Has it restored your sort of, do you want to go back to another car boot? Has it made you think you want to go on the hunt and find some Ashes?
As much as I like selling this,
no.
Also got another stall, just 3 games, and I know these are all good for Amazon. Didn't scan any of them, I don't think, so I might eat my words because Faye's just scanned us. This is Brainbox, the one that opens up, it's the one that where it all falls out everywhere when you open it. We paid £1 for this.
Used, it sells for £41.98 on Amazon, and it's 110,000 in toys and games. If you find it new, it sells for 80 quid.
Nice. Boggle. So Peter, if you're watching, go and check out the Vinegar Jars channel if you don't subscribe.
Used, £15.76, 119,000 in toys and games. It's a good one. If you find it new, it's £39.95.
I've got to say, we love the Vinegar Jar. I watch all of his videos, don't catch many of his lives. And he's so nice, he was so nice to us. Said something like if he was stranded on a desert island and could only watch one YouTube channel, it would be ours, which is you're going to spend a lot of time without anything to do, because we don't put too many out. 4 videos a week is what we put out, so around about 3 hours a week.
However, if we heard you were stranded on a desert island, maybe we'd put more out.
Yeah, we would. If you get stranded on a desert island and have any way to communicate, yeah, just send us a message on Instagram and we'll put something together. And the last game we got was Yahtzee, Hasbro game, and these sort of vary, and I'm not sure if this specific one is available, but anyway, we paid £1, it's used.
It's new, it's £14.07p.
Okay, so there's no used on that one. Maybe £11, £12.99. Really, it's the old Yahtzees that you're looking for in the white box.
Did I get anything at the car boot?
You were looking at a few sort of trinkets and vases and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there was the lady, there was the vase of the lady, it was her grandmother. Yeah. Which you would have bought, but it had a chip in it.
So much stuff had chips and cracks and things, so I just wasn't up for it. So I think I actually blanked. Well, I did find Yahtzee.
Yeah. I also bought some golf clubs. I don't even know what I saw the putter was top flight, the bag I think was top flight. It was just irons. I paid £12 and I...
No, you didn't, you paid 10.
Oh yeah.
She wanted 12 and you said, will you take 10?
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to resell them, but a friend goes to the driving range quite a bit, so I thought I may join him, and I'd need some golf clubs to do that because I sold mine when I moved. When we moved.
Yeah.
That was like a total mess.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We all know what he means.
So then we went on to a town called Saffron Walden in, where did we say it was? Essex.
It's in Essex. Reseller tea. Do you live there? Or maybe I've got that wrong.
There's a few people over that way.
But we just popped over because it's a nice town. We kind of got the dog settled that morning to go out to the car boot. So we thought, because we weren't at the car boot very long, we thought let's just go somewhere. So we hadn't been to Saffron Walden together.
No.
I've been a few times sourcing. So we went over there, and although we didn't get loads of stuff, it was just a really nice morning, wasn't it? Because the market was on, got some lush donuts, got some arancini balls, and had a nice lunch at the Curious Goat.
Yeah.
Envy of a lot of people waiting for our table. So it was a nice morning, wasn't it? And we got a few bits.
Yeah, we got a few bits. This is what we got.
And the Dog's Trust shop was shut, and that's my favourite one. This is the only thing I got in Saffron Walden, or these are the only thing I got. They are Clark's Author Hill, or is that just the insole? Well, I don't know, but I've sold these, or we've sold these loads of times before in different colours. They're a size 7. They've literally never been worn, and I think I paid £6, $6.99.
And we were just about to stop for lunch because we thought we'd done all the Chazzers, but I just had a quick look on Google charity shops near me, and we noticed there was another one up by Waitrose. Was it Age UK?
Oh yeah, I haven't been in that one before.
So yeah, we popped in there. It was very smart, and that's when Faye got a pickup. So without that,
What did you get?
so I got one DVD. Can't even. I mean, it was. I can't even remember.
Oh no, I got
You
that.
Got this. Yeah,
I got that.
I was just thinking, I don't recognise this. You got this.
American Graffiti, we paid 99p, and brand new and sealed, it's $14.99 on Amazon. So I got 2 things.
Snakes and Ladders. This is just the only reason I got this is because it's Gibson's. That was all. They do all the jigsaw puzzles. If I remember, I paid £1. If I remember, it was about 11 or 12 quid. I'll get for it.
£19.45 on Amazon.
Next I picked up Star Wars Monopoly. It's used. None of this stuff is checked as usual, so we always sort of lose a few things along the way that aren't complete or whatever, can't get bits for them, whatever.
But you do thoroughly check them.
Give them a little wipe round inside if I need to. All the pieces are bagged into little zip bags. Cards are bound, so it looks, always looks really nice. £3.50 I paid.
$26.99 used.
Paid up for this, $5.99 Hotel Tycoon.
£34.81 used.
I swear there's at least 1 or 2 of these in every video. I think the price is starting to go down a little bit. So it's Junior Scrabble, used.
The barcode doesn't bring up the right one.
Paid £2.
$16.99 used.
This I didn't scan. It's a brand new and sealed Clementoni 1000-piece puzzle. Christian Reese Lassen, Coming Home.
Can I just see the picture on the front, please? Okay, so brand new on Amazon, it's up for £82.47. However, the rank is 1.2 million, probably because it's quite expensive.
Yeah, paid £3. It's got a couple of tears on the cellophane, so it'll be used like new or new other. I did know that when I bought it, but I wasn't going to leave that behind for £3. Memories of the 40s, Gibson's. 1940s toy box memories, paid £3.
$25.95 used, no new available.
We have a lot of used jigsaw puzzles that are unchecked. And now we're only really picking up jigsaw puzzles that definitely have good value, that are either discontinued, out of stock, old, but again of the big brands, so not just any old old thing or discontinued thing. So we're looking at Ravensburgers,
Gibsons,
a few was jigs, obviously Wentworth,
Clementoni.
Yeah.
We'll pick Wentworth
King.
up no matter what, unless it's a ridiculous price.
Those 5 games in the DVD is what, and shoes is all we got in Saffron Walden Saffron Walden in 5 or 6 charity shops.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointing. What you're about to see is typical of what we would collect in an hour.
But we had a nice time.
Yeah.
And one of the things that sort of stuck in my mind from that trip was that Queen game. Do you remember the one we both saw in the last shop we went, or one of the last shops we went in? It was it Queen? Was it Monopoly?
Queen Monopoly.
Used.
It was priced at £30 in the charity shop, and obviously I scanned it on Amazon to see because I thought, wow, it must be worth £200 or something. It's £15 new on Amazon. So I've just closed the door because I just realised the washing machine was going on full spin. So sorry about that, because the last part of the video was probably all you could, well, hopefully not all you could hear, but probably a lot of what you could hear. But it is reselling stuff. We wash very, very little when we buy clothing. Like once in a blue moon will we wash. We never iron anything, but there are a couple of things that sort of you gathered up that were red. So you're doing a red wash, aren't you?
I am.
So today?
We did really well today. We ran out, we always have loads of bags for life in the boot of the car, and we took them out with us, like real big ones, and we ran out of room in them, didn't we?
Mm.
You went back to the car once or twice?
Yeah.
I was so pleased I found this. Simon had only just gone back to the car to take loads of stuff back, and I then picked this up. I was like, oh God, it's heavy. So it's a steering wheel lock, which a lot of people, I know George Ross picks these up at Car Boots, and I saw his video the other day and thought, you know what, I'm always on the lookout for these. I've never found one in a couple of years, but I found one today on the bric-a-brac shelf in a little charity shop. It was $4.95, it's got 2 keys, and I'm going to stick it on Facebook.
Stop Lock Pro. I mean, the thing is, they're so old-fashioned, these, but they work.
So yeah, I was pleased with that. Then picked up, I don't like selling clothes very often. I wasn't in a clothing mood today. I don't enjoy sort of clicking through all the rails. I like watching people's clothing hauls, but I'm just not so keen on having to look through so much stuff and put sort of manual effort in when I can just go to bric-a-brac and just like scan. So I picked up these, they're the same. They're Bovril, little sort of trinket dishes. They're Lord Nelson pottery, handcrafted in England, and they're identical. And we paid £1 each for those.
Got sort of standard sort of crazing, which is like the little cracks that appear, so you always put that in the condition notes.
Yeah, some people say grazing, but it's definitely crazing.
Yeah.
Someone said the other day, got any grazing? Is it got grazing on it? And I was like, don't you mean crazing? But I didn't say anything.
Did you just ignore them?
I think I did.
Yeah, if you've got any sort of specific questions about our stuff on eBay,
Don't ask me.
yeah, you probably won't get a reply. We put as much information in our descriptions as we want. If we haven't measured, you know, the second third of the back of a top, then it's not getting measured.
No, because I always put shoulder to hem, whether it's a dress or a shirt or a top. I always put the sleeve length if it's anything other than short sleeve, so shoulder to cuff, and I always put armpit to armpit, whether it's a coat or a cardigan or a t-shirt, men's, women's, kids, I always put that measurement in. I'll sometimes put the rise in jeans, but I don't then measure like the ankle of some trousers or, I don't know, the sleeve width. Someone asked me to measure something specific the other day and just ignored them, and that item's since sold.
Yeah, if we do reply, most likely we just say that the item is packed and in a fulfillment centre ready for shipping and we can't provide any more information. Because if you use Habu or a service like that who ship your eBay items for you, so you send it all in a big box, hook them up to your eBay account, and when something sells, Habu ship it. I'm not recommending them, by the way.
You're not recommending them either.
No, I think leave it there. I'm not recommending them.
Oh, okay.
Then you know that could well be the case, and I think Habu, you can ask them to look at things for you possibly, but I've never used the service. If you get questions and you feel obliged to answer but kind of don't really want to answer, then that's always a good thing to say. My items are in a fulfillment centre and I can't take more photos or give you measurements. You know, if someone's inquiring about an item, particularly if it's newly listed, someone else will buy it. You know, don't go to too much trouble. Well, that's kind of a, sort of our slogan.
Yeah. Shall I do something else?
Yeah.
Inspired by Jason Reselling, I picked up these. I actually saw these in the charity shop a couple of weeks ago when we went, and they were full price. But this one's since been reduced, so they're onyx and or alabaster. I think that's the right way of saying it. They're kind of like a marble, and this is a wine glass or goblet, and this one, I guess, is a drinking vessel or a trinket pot. I'm not really sure. Or maybe you'd put a tea light in there. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But this one was $1.25, and the one Simon's holding was £2. And I'll try and list those for £20 together. I haven't picked that up before, by the way, but it's purely Jason. He's picked up a few bits recently like that, and he inspired me. So
I picked this up. If you've seen a couple of videos ago, a haul video, you'll have seen got uranium glass. Now I bought this today purely because it was £1.50, and I was sure that it wasn't uranium glass. So what I wanted to do was just sort of to say, if you see green glass, because I've seen a few reseller videos recently where people have picked up a lot of green glass and then got it back and put a light on it and none of it's glowed, or like one out of 10 items have glowed. So I bought this just to kind of show that something that can look like uranium glass, because it's kind of quite green and quite glowy already, isn't necessarily uranium glass. So I had a good look at it. If you saw the previous video, you'll have heard me mention, or you might remember that I mentioned that it can often have small bubbles, not controlled bubbles or anything like that, just tiny little sort of bubbles in the glass, and that can indicate. So
you wanted to take the torch with us, didn't you? And you forgot.
Yeah, I forgot to take the torch. So I grabbed this, and I was actually saying to the guy at the counter, oh, you know, I'm wondering if it's uranium glass. I don't think it is, but I'm going to take it anyway. The idea was to show you this and then put a UV torch to it and say, yeah, see, this is something that, like, it's got all the hallmarks that it looks like uranium glass sitting on the shelf, but it's not. And then we got it home and put the UV torch on it, and it glowed, which I was not expecting at all. I've got to be honest, I really wasn't. Now, it's not glowing. It must be quite sort of low levels, because it's not glowing like some things do. I took it in a dark room as well and lit it up. But yeah, it's definitely glowing. It's definitely uranium glass. And I just didn't see it coming. It just didn't feel, didn't look and feel right. Exactly, yeah.
Always learning.
So there you go. Experiment failed. Dufters now. Oh. That. So you get the little, you know, where it has the security tag in it. Now, depending, I will probably now put this on eBay, not on Amazon. I'll still put a clear label, a clear dot over there, but it will go as, it depends. If the used price is like good on Amazon, then I'll sell it as used good on Amazon. Otherwise, I'll do new other on eBay. It needs a good old clean, it's pretty filthy. It is Hustle Complete Season 1 BBC series, paid £1.50.
If that was in pristine condition, brand new, it sells for £9.70 on Amazon with a rank of 3,884, which is good.
Also, the disc, as I put it down, the disc is rattling around inside, so that's definitely going on eBay. The DVD that Faye showed in one of the sold videos a week or so ago, it was like £1.75. And that was slight tear on the cellophane, and also the disc was rattling around, which was all in the condition. I think that's the cheapest we've ever sold a DVD for. Postage was 96p, and we sold it for £1.75, but as Faye said in her video, it's just fodder. Rise of the Guardians, paid £1, brand new and sealed. some kids thing.
That's Christmas on the front, isn't it?
DreamWorks, yeah.
Show me the front. That's not what's scanning. £18.21, brand new and sealed.
This gave me a bit of a surprise. Pulp Fiction.
Have you even seen it?
I've seen enough of it. £1.50 I paid. It's not loads of money, is it?
£7.72, and it's ranked 5,974 on Amazon.
Lost. Wasn't this like the worst like box set series ever, where it just all went stupid? £3, complete 5th season, brand new.
Brand new on Amazon. That's £15.26. 29,000 in DVDs.
Just rattle through all the DVDs.
Yeah, it's not many.
£1.
I picked this up. I didn't realise it was Barbara Taylor.
Did you not? Oh, when I unpacked it a minute, I was like, oh, Faye's got another Barbara Taylor Bradford.
£9.25 new. Is she like Danielle Steele? Is she like a Channel 5 afternoon movie?
I think so. Let's see what this is. The Mission. Paid £1.
This one is £18.33. I think I picked that one up too.
Stop taking credit for the good ones.
Yeah.
50p this one was.
I definitely picked that one up.
No, you didn't. Jewel Diablos. I got this in the place where you were trying to negotiate.
Oh, wood green. Not available new. Only available used for £4.98.
And this is paid £1. It's the original Spider-Man, Season 3, Volume 2. Quite pleased with this one.
New £9.96. And should we do the books? I picked up some books in the last shop we went in. It's Dick King-Smith, The Complete Sophie Stories.
Never heard of it.
Have you heard of Dick King-Smith?
No.
Oh dear. And how much did I pay?
£2.
Used £13.
Really nice condition as well. Well done.
Thank you. Shall I show some other bits that I picked up?
Yes.
If you watch our sales videos, you see that we sell Hornsey, and a lot of the products I've been showing you that have been going out are Hornsey Saffron. Well, this is Hornsey Cinnamon, which we've sold before, but quite a long time ago now.
I recognised it. Was it like sugar bowls or?
Had cups and saucers, I think.
It's deep, like the
Definitely had cups and saucers. And this was reduced to £1.50. It's like a sort of baking dish. And I also got this one, which was like a serving platter. It's £2. I have no idea what they'll sell for. I just picked them up because I know that we sell Hornsey and we sell it like regularly. So I wouldn't have paid much more for them without researching, but I just picked them up. And another item I picked up today because I was inspired by some other Insta stories that I've seen is this PG Tips grommet mug, and I think it's colour changing. I don't know if it's his nose or what, but it was £3, and these can go for like 20 odd quid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Downfall, that classic. Now we don't need to scan it. It won't be on Amazon, I wouldn't think. It hasn't even got a barcode. So this is 1970 Downfall. So this is as old as you get. And if you watch our videos, you'll know what I've said previously about kids' haircuts. Like the worse their haircuts are, potentially the better reselling value they've got. People aren't buying them for the pictures of haircuts or anything like that.
Complete.
We checked it in the shop and we paid £2.95. And as I said, I haven't looked it up, but I know that for these sort of age downfalls, you know, it's not out of reach to be looking for £50. The box could be in better condition. You know, you can see it there. It's been bound up with masking tape and all the rest of it, which is a real shame. If this was a £15 game, I wouldn't be picking it up in this condition. I don't pick up used games in this condition. But for something like this, which is
Classic.
over 50 years old.
It's crazy, isn't it? That kid is like, could be a pensioner now.
Yeah. Yeah, probably is. Could be Donald Trump. Ravensburgers are only picking up sort of a select few. This is from 2009, so it's a bit older. I think it's out of stock. It's Norwegian Fjord. 1000p, used, paid £3.
It's only available new at $36.99.
So once that's checked and everything. Well, that's an easy £30. Emmerdale paid £3 for this. It's a bit battered.
It's not available, so it's 290,000 in toys, and it's got reviews. It's just non-available new or used.
Rummy Cub. Now, when you scan this one on Amazon, it comes up with a different version. This is an older version. This is from 1995. I looked it up on eBay though, and this regularly gets £20 used. Another Ravensburger. This one's 1500 piece from 2007. It was £3. It's used, obviously unchecked.
It's called Horses at the Seaside, and it's unavailable new and used, and it's ranked 676,000.
Yeah. Could have been out of stock for a long while, which would explain the rank.
Also, people like, so 1,000 pieces are quite common, but 1,500, 2,000 and more, you can command more money for those.
Yeah, we did leave, there was a 2,000 piece puzzle there today. I think it was a £5, and it was selling for, I think, 20 used. But for a 2,000 piece puzzle, that's 40 minutes of counting, paying a £5, the chance of it not being complete. You know, so if you can get 20 quid if it's complete, you'd still sell it if it's incomplete, but obviously you'll get less. So the numbers don't really stack up. 40 minutes of counting, £5 cost for £20. So after postage, you're going to get back less than a tenner.
It's a lot of work counting the puzzle.
Yeah.
I do them sometimes. 2,000 pieces is a bit much. You need a lot of room for that.
Yeah, it should take 1,000 pieces should take you 20 minutes to count if you're sort of doing it into piles. If you have to. If when you finish, you've got a miscount and you have to check your piles again, it's going to take longer than 20 minutes. And that's where you start losing money.
Yeah.
Lego Builder Extreme. The box is a bit tatty, so sort of same as before. You know, I like to get better condition generally, but it was only £4, and obviously hoping it's complete.
Randomly, it's got it hasn't got a rank, but it has got some feedback, and currently it's used at £53.71.
Yeah.
So I'll take a bit of research. This one looks old.
Yeah.
It's got a barcode though. Knock your block off. It's 1.4 million in toys and games, but there's none available, and that's why the rank is so high.
Yeah, so it's just £2. I opened it up. I have a feeling there might be one of the blocks missing, because when I opened it, you probably won't see, but there's like a gap. So I'm assuming that when put in right, that should all be filled. So there might be one of these missing, but it's a really, really old game from 1985. I looked it up on eBay. There wasn't many for sale, and there was a few that sold, and I think I'll get 20 quid. Right, so the washing's done. We've now got this sweet smell of comfort in our room. Maybe, we said we don't iron stuff, but maybe like things that we've washed, we might. But we don't iron our own clothes, so that's kind of why we don't iron other people's.
I'll show you a couple of other things that I picked up. So this, it's a reed diffuser. It's Stone Glow Candles London, and it's Yellow Tea Rose, hand poured in the UK. I did look it up. They go for around £20 to £25, and that was a £5. I also picked up some 5 rolls of this crown wallpaper. It's not vintage, but it's not ultra modern either, I don't think. And they're £1 a roll, and it's like a ditzy sort of cottagecore, maybe floral print. I grabbed these sort of last thing in one of the charity shops because they're just a little bit different. It's a picture, and it's kind of like etched. It's an otter, and that one's badgers, and they are Omic Ways Limited, Bude, Cornwall. Original hand produced by craftsmen on stainless steel. Connoisseur steel reproductions. They look vintage, so I grabbed them because I thought they were a bit different. And this green is very popular at the moment as an interiors colour. Also got this Hello Kitty Liberty of London collaboration, sort of hand lotion and hand wash. It's quite nice on a little dish. Needs cleaning up a bit on the packaging, but that was £3. And I couldn't find one the same as this, but it's a Smirnoff like bottle sleeve I don't know if it keeps it cool or what, but I couldn't find any the same on eBay, and this was £1. This was the first thing I picked up today. It's a Hunter Wellington Boots rubber care kit. It costs £4, and I'll try and get like 20 quid for that. I'm really enjoying sort of hard goods and bric-a-brac at the moment. I enjoy photographing them more, listing them more, and I just find it keeps reselling more interesting when you kind of have a range of different things. I'm not one for just having the same old.
Now, the next items I picked up, it was an interesting one. So we were putting stuff down on the counter, and Faye noticed and struck up a conversation with the shop worker,
the guy behind the counter,
as to all of these now CDs. So the guy was painstakingly labelling them up, and he'd done about half of them, and he was labelling them at £1 each, no, £1.20 each, and he'd done about half. As I said, there's 52 here, and I just sort of said to him, and Faye was asking, you know, where they're from, and there was someone's collection, did you say that already? And I just said, well, how much for all of them? Now, I do watch Nick and Andrea, and obviously was sort of trying to recall. Now, you know, we don't sell much music at all. It's about the only thing we're gated in on Amazon Music. So we don't really sell it. He counted them up, and he said, well, make me an offer. So I said, well, I don't want to insult you. And this is where all my Pure Hustle podcast training came in. So I had an idea of what my maximum was, which was £20. So I said, well, I'll give you 15 for them all. And he looked at me, and I said, you know, oh, I hope I haven't insulted you now. And he said, oh no, you can't insult me, you know. And so he said, let me just go and ask. So off he went, and he came back and said, well, how's about 20? So I was happy at that stage. So around about, what's that, 40 pence a CD. I'm gonna, without doing any research, if there's any sort of pearls in here, they're all from, well, as I said, there's 52 of them. I can see now 53, now 46.
Now 48, 49.
Yeah, so they look like
now 46, did you say that?
Yeah,
now
43.
39.
Oh, 39. So they probably maybe start at 39.
37.
Ooh, 37. Any lower, higher or lower than 37? Possibly 37 looks like the oldest. So what would that make up to? Maybe.
Was that 82?
Maybe about 89, maybe.
When the guy went out the back to check with his manager that about our offer, me and Simon sort of had a little. We went to the wall and had a little chat, didn't we? Like Dragon's Den style. And I'd said to him that I was going to say 20. He said, yeah, 20. So we're always on the same page, really, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'm guessing I'm going to bundle those up without looking. Maybe I'll be able to sling a screenshot up of a bundle that's sold. So anyway, I'm hoping, you know, that I could do reasonably well. I would just photograph them stacked up. I wouldn't lay them all down. I will check the discs are in them all, and I will add a sort of pretty generic, like there could be damage to some of the cases or whatever. I've literally just snapped a tiny bit of the jewel case, whatever it's called, on one of them. But yeah, so I was pretty pleased with my negotiation, sort of seized the moment, because at the end of the day he was really happy because he'd already spent an hour labelling them, he told us, and he had another hour to do more.
Because of the gift aid, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he was really happy that he could get on with something else. He'd got good money. I mean, if they'd sold them all at full value, that would have come to around £65. So it saved them a lot of time, and obviously they'd take a long time to sell all of those individually. So really pleased with that.
Seen a lot of cherished teddies today while we've been out. Now, if you've seen recent sales videos, you'll see that we've sold some cherished teddies. They're little teddy bear ornaments. And the story is that I picked up a big bundle of them locally last May at the sort of like kind of early lockdown, really, when no one really knew what was going on. And I got them home and I was really disappointed because a lot of them are damaged. And we've sold most of them, we've got a few left, but the ones that are left we're selling off quite cheap just to get them gone. Made our money back. It's fine. But today I've seen them quite a few times. So I picked up this one to have a look at. It's in a box. When we've had them in boxes before, they're just in little sort of cardboard boxes, but this is a big kind of reusable box. It's got hinges on it, and it was £15, and there's 2 boxes inside, and one is called well, this is symbol of membership, but that's not what it's called. So basically, you can be in a Cherished Teddies club. I don't know if you still can be, but you could be. And there were kind of ornaments that got sent to collect, like, people in the club. And this is one of them, symbol of membership figurine. Yeah, there we go. Still in its little plastic. And it also comes with a glass bowl with a spoon, which is a bit random. But it was £15. So I had a look and thought, yeah, I can get good money for this set. I'm not going to open that one. And she said, oh, because I've got loads more out the back, but they're not priced up yet. She said, if you want to have a quick look, and then I can let you know in a day or so what I want for them. So I was like, right, okay. So she brought them out, and there was other big sets like this that were for sort of club members only. So I was like, oh, okay. So there's about 10, and they're all in their packets still, all really good condition. So I said, oh, like, I wasn't going to pop back tomorrow. Would you take £50 for all of them? And she said, oh, I don't know. No, I need to do my research on them, because some of them could be worth quite a bit. Some of them might not be worth much. And I was a little bit disappointed with that response, because, I mean, I'm offering her, the charity, £50 and she doesn't have to do any work. She can, like, concentrate on doing something else. But she was adamant that she wanted to check. So she took my number. She's happy to put them aside for me if I want them, so she's going to give me a ring when she knows what they're worth. So we shall see. But when she went out the back, when we left the shop and we were walking down the street, Simon was like, well done. And I was thinking exactly the same figure. I'd have offered her £50 too. So we're so on the same page.
Yeah, I was just listening, scanning jigsaws or something, and before Faye made the offer, I was just listening, thinking, God, make her an offer, make her an offer. And when she said there was about 10, I just thought £50. That was brilliant.
So,
and it was a bit disappointing that she didn't take the offer, but I do understand her reasoning. She said, oh, I don't want to get in trouble. Well, you know, different charity shops function in different ways, don't they? This guy with the Now DVDs just went out the back, CDs, went out the back, came back and made me a counter offer. Because I think probably what will happen is if she does call back, and she might never hear from her again, it's only down the road, so we'll see her again. But if she does call back, I think she'll call back with it and accept Faye's offer of £50, because she can't go any lower because Faye's offered her £50, so she's not going to go any lower. Now, if she looks them up, we don't know what her research is going to be like. If she looks them up and says, well, one's for sale for £200, then we've got to go down the whole conversation of, but has it sold for £200? So, it's disappointing, because I think really no matter what research, the other thing is we haven't seen a lot of them. So if she came back and said, well, one of them's worth £200, and there's 9 others, so £150 for the lot, we're not going to accept that offer, because A, we haven't seen them. Yes, we could go and look, but we've got other fish to fry. That deal really kind of needed to be made there and then. Unless she rings Faye back and says 50 quid, then I would imagine you'll shoot over and get them.
Yeah, I will. I did pick in the next shop. The next shop, which was the last shop we went in. This was on the shelf, and this is also Cherished Teddies. This one is Old King Cole. And this is like typically the box they come in. Well, this is quite big, so this is a bigger box, but this sort of designer box. And it's a plate. And again, it's members club. There we go. Old King Cole, you wear your kindness like a crown. And that is from 1995.
And it's numbered as well, out of 891.
Yeah. So that was, I think, £3. So there's some charity shops that just want to shift stock, and there's others that just want to make, not life more difficult, but they just like to put in more work, I suppose. But
yeah, sort of putting obstacles out there, adding friction, which in retail it's never the way. You want to make buying as sort of painless and friction-free as possible. You don't want to be putting barriers in the way. But it's their shop.
£3 it was. picked up one item of clothing. It's a bit of it was reduced to £2. It's a Jack Wolfskin fleece. These can go cheap or they can go for like a decent amount. I'm going to put it up for 20 and just see what happens. It's medium, I think. Is it? No, it's a size 16.
Right, I'll do some more games now. There's only a few to show you, so it won't take long. And then we've got...
Stop right there. I've had a text message from the lady about the Cherish Teddies. Okay, literally just come through. Hi Faye, I've priced the bears at a total of £68. Can do them all for 60. Please feel free to come and see them or I'll hold out the back for 24 hours. Kind regards, Vanessa. Isn't that funny?
So she says she's priced them at 68 but can do 60, so it'd be interesting to see. I mean, we knew she wouldn't come back lower, and it's a shame she's come back higher. I mean, you'll have to go and have a look at them. I guess you're still tempted for 60.
Yeah, I am. Because they're the club member ones. So yeah, watch this space.
We don't usually get the sort of standard Trivial Pursuit Genus editions, but this one was £3. It's from 1990.
What does genus actually mean, or genus? I've never heard that word other than on Trivial Pursuit.
1995, and it's in really, really, really good condition. The box is lovely. Now, I haven't even looked inside. I reckon the cards might be sealed.
Yes. How did you know?
Because
some of them are, but
yeah.
some
Well, those will always be. So they've played the first two in the thing, and then the rest, all 6 other packs of cards are sealed. When you sort as many board games as I do, you just get the feeling for that stuff. Just the fact that it was in such good condition means it's barely been played, and if it's barely been played, they're not going to have opened all the cards. Really good condition, and I looked it up on eBay. I didn't look too hard on Amazon because it's probably gone off the Amazon catalogue now. It'll be, and if it's still there, it'll be like on a scan. It'll be the newer version, but definitely going to get 20 quid for that minimum. You got this one.
I did.
So it's £4. It's brand new and sealed. It's Get It Wrong to Win.
It's unavailable, new and used. It's got 15 feedbacks and it's ranked 391,000.
Profit there. So another Ravensburger for you, 2006, 1,000-piece puzzle. It's
Quayside Wareham.
Yes, and it's used, unchecked.
It's out of stock, new and used. It's got 36 feedback, so another good one.
Now this is always a great pickup. We've not sold this for a little while. I haven't seen it for quite a while. What I am seeing, so a little sort of bolo for you, is a lot of Kaplunk. But the Kaplunk that you want is the one with the golden ball. Most of them that I'm seeing, I reckon I've seen in all of these shops we've been in, so that we've accumulated this stock. I reckon I've seen 10 Kaplunks. But none of them had the golden ball, so they're not worth picking up. But check out the one with the golden ball if you see it. Do your own research because things change. But anyway, back to Hullabaloo. We sold this quite a lot. Well, a lot. We must have sold dozens of these. It's a little sort of, it's a bit like Twister, but for younger kids. So you press the button on the unit and it tells you what to put your left foot on and your right foot and all that stuff. It's very popular. Don't know if they're making it anymore. They're maybe making a different version. But the thing is, when they upgrade these sort of games, they always make them worse. Elephant's a classic example. The original Elephant, which is the butterflies in the elephant's trunk, turn it on, it blows them all out, and you catch the butterflies in a net. The original ones were really good, very, very popular, and they still hold really good value. But they redid it, and the motor in the elephant is notoriously bad, and people complain that the butterflies don't fly out of the trunk anymore properly, blah blah blah. So the older ones that you want often are this sort of things. The remakes are often sort of rubbish and there's not the demand for them. But yeah, I know this is very good, so I paid £3.
And it sells used for £44.61.
Here's another one we hadn't seen for a long time, the Big Taboo. It's got the little bendy bob, you can see him there. I've never played it. Get ready to play the big taboo, just like the taboo you know and love, with 4 unspeakable ways to play. So I don't really know what it's all about, but we have sold it a lot. The box is in pretty bad condition, but this holds good value, so I couldn't leave it behind for £1.
It goes for $36.99 used, and there's none available new. It's got a really good rank of 173,000 with 22 5-star feedback.
You also get good money for that on eBay, and I've tried sniping it from eBay to Amazon, but it's a tough one because it has good value on eBay. This is called the Mexican Train. Lots of dominoes in there or something or other. Paid £4. I think we've sold this once before.
It's £59.23 used, no new available. It's got a rank of 141,000 and 432 5-star feedback, so that's a really good pickup.
It's going to sell really quick. We were talking about puzzles earlier, the ones that we pick up. We don't tend to pick up was jigs too much because they're not as old. So, you know, we're looking for generally more collectible, discontinued, rare, and was jigs are all very new. This one is from...
There's a lot of writing to
2017. But I scanned it anyway. It's £4.
And it goes for £18.44 used, and it's 78,000 in Toys and Games with 276 5-star reviews, so it'll sell quick.
Yeah. And then finally, I don't think we've sold this before. I think we've sold the London board game, but not this. This is in a tin. So I paid a £5.
It sells used for £34.50. It's 463,000 in Toys and Games. If you found it new, apparently it sells for £101.25. One thing that I did pick up in Saffron Walden that I nearly forgot about is this paperweight. You'll know that we love paperweights, and I haven't had one in this shape before. It's very pretty. It's like pink, white and green, sort of swirls inside. Kind of reminds me of like a sort of...
Teardrop.
Well, I was going to say like a volcano inside.
Oh yeah, inside. Yeah.
It hasn't got a mark on the bottom, but the base is beautiful. And I paid $4.99 for this. It was in one of the glass counters in a charity shop. So I'm going to try maybe $30 for that. I can always reduce the price, but it's very, very pretty.
And finally. Not a usual pickup for us. It's a vintage Quality Street tin. Now, we couldn't date it exactly. However, we saw this in the shop and it says that there's an offer on here which says it expires on the 1st of January 1978, which could still be a good indicator that it's that old. You know, why would you 5 years ago, why would you stick a sticker on it from 1978? So it's, you know, got to be 70s, I would imagine. There's some sort of oxidisation on the tin.
Adds character though.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, let's just hold this up. I'm old, but I'm too young to remember when Quality Streets look like that. Look how big that tin is. Does it say what the weight is?
You do not get tins like that for the chocolate anymore.
No.
I do sort of remember them with the head, like there'll be foil and then a bit of paper around some of them. I do remember them.
It says, one or more of the sweets illustrated may be replaced by others of equal quality. There's a couple of stickers on here which have just definitely been sort of stuck on randomly. There's like a sticker template here which has nothing to do with Quality Streets, and then some of those stickers.
Let's see the
there.
lid a sec. Oh yeah, £5.
£5.
Or £6 including wrappers.
So 2.62 kg. Quick bit of maths in my head. No, it says it on
Oh look, someone's written Lego on the top in pen.
Oh yeah.
Might be able to get that off with something.
So I wonder if they donated Lego in this tin, and the charity shop's done a good thing there by splitting it out.
Yeah.
We'll be able to get that. Well, yeah. I'm sure
Should be
we'll
able to. Look, it's coming off. Oh look, there's a price sticker on something Clark that's peeled off.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting pickup because we know some people like Kez recently sold a load of tins, old tins, and it's just interesting. We like dabbling in different things all the time, don't we? We're always up for sort of picking something up that we haven't picked up before.
Curiosity Inc. could definitely have this for sale in his shop. And if you don't watch Curiosity Inc., check it out on YouTube. Best channel on YouTube by far.
Apart from us, we're going to ask Simon what his favourite pickup was.
I think I'll go for Hullabaloo, Cranium Hullabaloo, purely because it's something that we sold in the early days of reselling for us. We were selling a lot on Amazon. I haven't seen one for a while, so it was really nice to see, and it looks like hopefully it works and it's in good condition and everything. It sends the dogs crazy when I test it. So I think this, or maybe my Now CD collection could turn out to be my favourite, because I love music and there's so much music there. And I was saying to the guy in the shops that when you look at the tracks on there, there's a really good mix of music. Now there's no rock in the charts. There's no really to speak of. There's a few bands around, but it's not given the radio play. And what's your favourite pickup then from all of this stuff? Was it my golf clubs?
No. My favourite pickup was the steering wheel lock for the car. Purely because I have been on the lookout for one of those since we started reselling, and I just, really, really pleased that I found one. I did not expect to find one in a charity shop on a bric-a-brac stand with cups and saucers. But yeah, and it's got 2 keys as well. So I'm gonna list that on Facebook like in the next day or so, and expect that to sell quite quickly, I hope.
So we hope you enjoyed that video. Please let us know what your favourite pickups there are. Have you sold any of this stuff? Is there anything that has been eye-opening for you that you'll start to look for? Please let us know. It really means a lot to us to receive your comments and to know that you're enjoying our videos. So please keep the comments coming in, they're great to read.
You can find us over on Instagram, we're F&S Resellers over there as well. The reseller community over there, it's really helpful, and we've made some great friends.
Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed to keep up to date with videos as they come out. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
See you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.